Hi everybody, it's Webby and welcome to my latest video. Today we're having a look at another Chinese medium-sized SUV which packs loads of features for not a lot of money and a great after-sales package. And of course we're talking about the brand new Jaecoo J7. In this specification we've got the top of the range Ridge all-wheel drive, and for $43,000, well, we're going to find out if it's really good value for money in today's video. So, as I mentioned at the start of the video, this is the top of the range Ridge all-wheel drive and costs $43,000. The range actually starts at $35,000 if you just want the entry level and you're happy with two-wheel drive. Under the bonnet, we've got a 1.6 litre turbocharged petrol engine, which is good for 137 kilowatts and 275 newton meters of torque. It is all-wheel drive, as I mentioned, and it's got a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. Now, in terms of maintenance and running costs for this new Jaecoo J7, well, you get an 8-year unlimited mileage warranty with this vehicle. There's also 8-year cap price servicing. Servicing is due every 12 months or 15,000 Ks. And that cap price servicing over those 8 years adds up to $3,322, so an average of $415 per service. If you do all that servicing at a Jaecoo dealer, you also get 8 years roadside assistance as well. So it's a really good value for money package in terms of its aftercare. So looking at the outside of the car and starting at the front, we've got this big grille here, which has got these vertical slats with a chrome finish, so it looks really classy and modern. Looks quite imposing in your rear view mirror as well. Built within that, we've got the camera for the 360 cameras. We've also got the parking sensors, and we've also got the sensor for the radar cruise control. On each corner, we've got this wraparound full LED headlight. The indicators and the daytime running lights are here at the top, and then down the side you've got your main headlight and your full beam. So it's actually quite a good looking design, and I like the way that the headlights sort of split between two sort of different sections. So yeah, front design, it's a really good looking car. So looking at the side of the J7 then, starting off we've got these black trims around the wheel arches which follow down the sides of the doors and then go over the rear wheel arches as well. We've got two-tone 19-inch alloy wheels, which have got Continental tyres, so that's really nice to see. Then we come along and we've got some more black trim here as well. That also follows on to the door mirrors. And then we've also got the pop-out door handles as well. So when you actually open the car, it's a little bit like a Land Rover. The door handles pop out from the sides of the doors, your mirrors unfold, so that's really nice and convenient. It also makes the side of the car look nice and smooth as well without the door handle sticking out. But I like the fact that they pop out. It gives you that sort of luxury feel, which is really, really nice. We've got some more black trim on the B pillar, and that also continues down to the back section of the C pillar as well. We've also got another black piece of trim in the middle of the door. So it's a really stylish looking car from the side as well as the front that we just looked at. So coming around to the back of the J7 then, we start off with a gloss black rear spoiler here at the top. That actually wraps around from the side of the car, and it's also got a built-in rear brake light as well. Underneath the spoiler is where the rear wiper sits. So rather than being down here at the bottom, it's hidden away and makes the back of the car look much more stylish. We've then got the full LED rear lights, and they go all the way across from one side to the other with this lovely light bar across the middle. We've then also got the big Jaecoo badge there as well, a J7 badge there on the left-hand side, and the all-wheel drive badge over on the right-hand side of the tailgate. We've still got this really big number plate holder. Not a fan. Coming down, we've then got the rear parking sensors, and although you can't actually see the exhaust, we've got these lovely chrome trims either side of the rear bumper, so it's actually a really stylish rear end of this J7. Now, in terms of storage space, let's have a look in the boot. The tailgate's electric, as you probably expect these days. It opens up to 340 litres of carrying capacity with all the seats up, and just over 1,200 litres if you fold the rear seats down. We also get a couple of other nice touches as well. For example, the rear roller blind here, and underneath it's nice to see a full-size spare wheel. So here we are inside the Jaecoo J7. It's actually a bit dark in here. I think we need to do something about that.
I'm listening.
Open the sunroof blind.
Okay.
That's better, I can see now. So we start off with this lovely leather-wrapped steering wheel, and on there we've got some haptic buttons. On the left side for things like your cruise control, and on the right hand side for your voice control and also the volume for your radio. In front of the driver, we've got a 10.25 inch digital driver display. And also we've got a head-up display as well. In the center console, we've got a 14.8-inch touchscreen infotainment display. That's got wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, but we've also got wireless phone charging as well. So this is what your Apple CarPlay looks like on the full 14.8-inch touchscreen. Also, if we swipe down from the right-hand side, we've got a control center with some shortcut buttons to operate some of the features of the car. On the center console between the driver and the front passenger, we find the electronic gear shifter. The park brake is just at the back of that. We then got a button here for a fast demist for the front windscreen, one to turn off the infotainment screen, and a button there to access your air conditioning controls. We've then got the dial there to adjust your driving modes, and then the hazard warning light button just behind that. We've got a couple of decent sized cup holders, and the armrest, which lifts up to reveal a removable tray, and then inside a decent amount of storage, which has also got a little vent where your air conditioning can come through to cool down whatever in your armrest. Underneath that, we've also got a decent sized storage section as well, with a couple of USB charging points and plenty of space. Up here in the overhead console, we've got a nice piano black trim finish around the edge here, a couple of LED lights, and then we've got the controls here for the sunroof. So one side does the internal blind, and the other side does the opening and closing of the glass section. In terms of seating for the J7, we've got really comfortable seats here in the front, electric both sides, and heated and cooled, which is really, really nice, especially on the warmer summer days here in Melbourne. So coming into the back of the J7 then, and I've actually got quite a lot of space here. I've got plenty of room to stretch my legs. My feet fit under the driver's seat, so I can actually stretch my legs out on a longer journey, which is really nice. We've got these lovely sort of Land Rover-esque door handles, which obviously throughout the car. We've also got a nice air vent here in the middle, followed by a couple of USB charging points just underneath, and then also a little bit of storage just below that as well. There's a nice amount of rear headroom in here as well. And with the lighter headlining and the sunroof, it feels really light and spacious in the back here, so rear passengers feel very, very comfortable. We've got the usual fold-down centre armrest with a couple of cup holders, and on the outer seats, you've got the ISOFIX child mounting points as well. So driving the Jaecoo J7 is a really nice experience. You do sit quite high in the driver's seat, so your head's a little bit close to the ceiling, but the upside of that is that you've got really good visibility, so you can see what's happening in front of you. Ride quality is really good, even on these 19-inch wheels, so you don't feel too many lumps, bumps, potholes, which are typical on the roads here in Melbourne. The official fuel consumption figure is 7.8 litres per 100, and that's exactly what I've been getting in the week that I've been driving this car, so it's actually really impressive. Having this light headlining and all the light coming in through the sunroof, it makes it feel really spacious and nice and light and airy when you're driving along. It's got lots of safety technology, as you'd probably imagine, and most of it works pretty well. The adaptive cruise control does leave gaps that are slightly too big for my liking, but it does mean that you're not too close in front of someone, just in case they happen to slam the brakes on. So that brings us to an end to this video then of this Jaecoo J7. I have to say I've had a really good week in this car. It's been very surprising of how well it drives, but I've also been really impressed by how much equipment you get as standard on a car that costs just $43,000. So my question to Dave the cameraman is, what do you think, mate?
This is the first of the Chinese cars that we've reviewed that I'd actually starting to get me to sway to maybe I might buy one in the future, or I might even consider one in the future. So I'm a four-wheel drive man.
Yep.
I do a lot of Ks in my car, but I like this car. I like the styling. I like the headlights and the brake lights. They're just a bit unique and a bit different.
Okay, yeah. What about the colour?
The colour's amazing. For a stock colour in a car, it's a chameleon paint. It changes colour depending on where the sun is.
Yeah, yep.
Blue to silver to, it's bang for your buck. It's actually quite good, and it's luxurious inside, It's very nice.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a $40,000 car. It feels like a much more expensive car.
Definitely.
I guess that's the big takeaway, isn't it? Is how much you get for your money.
Yeah, and that leads me into question of the week. Chinese cars.
Yeah.
All right. So when they first came to Australia with the GWM, I think they started with a Ute here in Australia, and
a long time ago,
I had a mate who had one, and it wasn't very reliable, and didn't get off to the best start. But we've got all these Chinese cars coming in, and I guess they've had a stigma attached to them and the quality and everything. But the last few cars that we've had have they seem like they're just next level now.
Yeah.
So they've come a long way in the, 15 or so years that they've been here. You reckon they've still got the stigma attached, or are they more of an option nowadays?
I think more people are definitely considering them because, yes, they've got much better than they were when they first came over here. They're a lot more reliable. They're much better value for money. You're getting stuff, you look at how much kit you got on this car, go to any other European brand or Japanese brand, you're paying $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 more. And people now want as much as they can get for their money, particularly in this time of everybody's lives where they're trying to save money on everything. If they can get all this equipment for this amount of money, yeah, it's a big pull for a lot of people.
I suppose you've also got the peace of mind with 8-year warranty on the car as well now as well. So, a car's going to last a family 5 to 8 years, typically, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
so
correct, yeah.
To be covered under warranty that long gives you a bit more peace of mind, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but you do get a lot of bang for your buck. The tech in these cars is quite impressive.
Exactly, which is, Chinese are known for their tech, aren't they? So to put all that in the car and charge $43,000, it's going to sway a lot of people's heads, I think.
Yeah, it's an option.
Well, there you go. There's Dave's thoughts as well then. So that wraps up the video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell. That just leaves me to say thank you for watching. Until next time, safe driving.